Narcissists and toxic people are architects of manipulation, and you give them the blueprint to become everything that you want and need. And if you're new here, I have narcissistic personality disorder. So when I say that narcissistic people are architects of manipulation, what I mean is narcissists learn how to manipulate people by studying people, by learning everything about people, by listening to you talk, by analyzing every word that you say, by remembering a lot of stuff that you say as well. So with that being said, when you're first meeting somebody that you don't know anything about this person, keep your information sharing to a minimum. Don't give them the blueprint to become everything that you want and need. If you're on these dating apps and these dating profiles and dating websites and whatnot, don't list all your preferences and wants and needs on the website and then be surprised when Mr. Right or Mrs. Right pops up on you. Wow, how did you know I love that? Because you listed it online. Make people earn your information over time, and it helps you out. Set boundaries. Say no. Slow down and don't ignore the red flag. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am self-aware diagnosed narcissist Lee Hammock, and I use my platform on social media of over 1 million people now to raise awareness for narcissistic personality disorder, get more people into therapy like myself, 4 years strong, and also validate the victims and survivors of this disorder. Because guess what, y'all? You might not be crazy. It might be me. It might be you might have a little bit of spray. You might have a little toxicity, This series is dedicated to just making my TikToks and YouTube shorts longer, y'all. The one you just watched was about how a narcissist are the masters of manipulation, the architects of manipulation, and you give them the blueprint. You give them the design to become everything that you want and you need and you ask for in a significant other. Yes, you do it. Yes, narcissistic people like myself, speaking from personal experience, speaking from personal just like living my life, I'm very inquisitive. I like to know. I'm very analytical. I like to study people. People are my addiction. A lot of narcissistic people have addictive personalities, which could lead to a lot of different things. Drug abuse, substance abuse, sex addiction, porn addiction. All that stuff. The addictive personality can lead to all of that stuff. But my addiction is the human mind. Is people. I'm intrigued by people. I don't like dealing with a lot of people, but I'm intrigued by them. So I like to study people. So when I'm dating, it's like, so nowadays in the dating world, if I was happy to become single again, Lord forbid, I just know it'd be so easy to become whatever you are looking for. Because during a love bombing phase, you put everything that you want and need from a significant other online. You put your preference. You put your favorite restaurant. You put the music that you like. You put where you grew up. You put your favorite animal. You put your dog's name, your cat's name, your grandma who passed away, RIP, R.I.P. grandma who died last year. You put everything that you want and need, your preferences, your whole life story on a dating app. And do you be surprised when you meet somebody like me who is everything, who presents themselves as such? Oh, you like that song too? Wow, how'd you know? You scroll to the bottom. It's at the bottom of your profile. Your playlist is on there. You just copied your songs. Your playlist is at the bottom of your dating profile. I just copied your songs and I'm playing them in front of you. Oops, sorry. Also, the manipulation that I would do nowadays, I would set your favorite song that you probably have in your profile, I would set that as my ringtone. And I have 2 phones. So I would call one phone from the other phone and have my ringtone go off and have it be your favorite song. Like, oops, I'm sorry. And that right there, just little subtle stuff like that will suck you in. And don't say it would, because it would. It would. And you're just like, no, it doesn't work with me. Yeah, it would work. Most of the time it would work. It might not work on everybody. It would work a lot of times. But it's just stuff like that. Architects of manipulation. You say, I got the blueprint to do that from you. You gave it to me because you put it on your profile. You gave it to me because you told the world about it. You put it on your Facebook status. Or what you want in a man. What you need in a man. Or a woman. Or a significant other, husband, wife, blah, 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 boop, 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 beep, beep, beep. You put all that stuff online, and you gave me an architect of manipulation. You gave me the blueprint. You gave me the floor plan to your heart. So now I know exactly how to get you. So if I really, so I can use that in one of 2 ways. If I really want to be with you, I could use that to get you to fall in love with me. I can love bomb the steam off of you right there to get you to fall in love with me. And then because I got you addicted to the love bombing phase, now you're addicted to me. Now you're going to try to impress me. I'm not going to do this stuff no more. Got you. The dynamic has switched. Just as easily as that. But if I just want to sleep with you, I can do the same exact thing because you make it so easy. If you just want to sleep with somebody, just put it on your profile. I'm just saying, literally. That's how easy it is nowadays. You put it on there. You don't even have to go on a first date to get to know somebody. Why you do a coffee date? I don't need a coffee date. I know exactly who you are, what you want to do. You know, I know your best friend's name, your mom's name. Like literally, you put it on your line. You make yourself too accessible to the world, and everybody knows what you want and need. So you give the narcissistic people, toxic people, manipulative men and women. You give them the Scooby-Doo. You give them a blueprint to become what you want and need. Stop making yourself so accessible. Stop making yourself so available. I'm not saying don't do the dating profiles. I'm saying vet better. I'm saying leave as little information leave as little information online as humanly possible. All you need is some pictures anyway. People are not reading that stuff unless they really want to manipulate you. All you need is some good pictures. Show your cheeks, show your chest, show your wallet, whatever you got to show online. You feel like you need to get women or get men. Show that type of stuff. And you don't have to say much. You don't have to say anything. Like, I just feel like you don't have to put much at all on the dating profile. My dating profile would consist of, just something. I'll say something funny on there. It'd be something subtle. A couple of pictures of me, my face, or whatever. I wouldn't put any pictures of my kids on there. It just depends. I know people with dating profiles who do several different profiles with different likes and wants and needs, or they make sure to cover all the bases of that you want and need. I'm just saying. I'm not saying don't date. I'm not saying don't do this, don't do that. I'm saying just don't make yourself so available to the world. Don't give everybody your information. Everybody does not deserve all your information. What did that dating app deserve? What did that dating app or website do to deserve your information? Just made itself available? So you don't. I'm just telling. Make people earn your information, y'all. I say this all the time. I know people keep. Lee, I'm tired of telling me people make them earn your information. How do you do that? Take your time. Take your time and slow down. I'm just telling y'all. It takes, like, from what I read online a while ago. I need to do some more research on this, but it takes 90 days to get to know somebody. On average, it takes 90 days to get to know somebody. At least 90 days, not on average, because the average can be 1 day. 90 days to get to know somebody. So you shouldn't be saying I love you. You shouldn't be just head over heels, boo 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 hoo, crying in love with somebody in 2 days, in 2 weeks, in a month and a half. No. Slow it down. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. But what if it is possible? Then it's worth taking his time with. You can slow cook some stuff and it comes out better. Slow cooking comes out better than the microwave. If you slow cook a turkey and you prep it, it tastes better than a turkey put in the microwave for 15 hours. Think about that. Slow cook. Slow cook this relationship. Slow cook. I can't even talk. Slow cook this friendship or whatever you have going on. Whatever you have cultivating. Slow it down. Make them earn your information over an extended period of time. And I know people on the dating world are trying to move fast and things like that. But what if I go too slow and he finds somebody else? Then he finds somebody else. She finds somebody else. What if I go too slow and she just replaces me, man? What am I going to do? You find somebody else that's willing to go slow with you. Go slow together. What's the point of rushing? I always say this right here. This is one of my lines. If this is forever, why are we rushing? That's not even profound, literally. If this is supposed to be forever, if we're supposed to be together forever, why are we rushing into this thing? Like, why are we just skipping the steps? Why are we skipping knowing each other's stage before we having kids? Why are we skipping the knowing each other's stage before we living together? Why are we skipping the knowing each other's stage before we get married? Why don't we get to know each other anymore? What's the point? I just feel like dating nowadays, like, God, I would hate, like, boy. I just feel like now, it's to me in my mind, it's just easier to stay. I love my wife to death. I just cannot imagine being single now. I'd be a terrible person because y'all would hate me. Like, Lee, you really are a narcissist. Yes, I'd be a terrible person. I would be a terrible person if I was single again. I'm just being honest with you. Because I just feel like I'm not planning on ever getting married again. This is it. Anyway, one and done. And I'm out here being a terrible person because it's so easy to manipulate people to get what I want now. Just like, I don't have to try hard anymore. Y'all don't make it hard. You don't make it hard anymore. You don't. You just make it, you make it, your information too readily available, and you answer questions like, why are you single? If somebody asks you, why are you single, You don't have to answer their question with any kind of specificity because you're telling them exactly. You're telling them you give them too much information. Why are you single? Because I haven't found the one yet. Because this, because that. You don't have to tell people. You don't have to give people a direct answer to their question. Well, my last ex, because they're really asking you what happened with your last relationship, so you can guide them on what not to do. They might have planned on doing the exact same thing your ex did or your previous relationship did or the previous person you were dating did. They might have planned on doing the exact same thing, but because you got gully and told them exactly what happened in your last relationship, they can avoid doing it now. Oh, I can make sure I won't do that. Like an evil laugh, like, it's literally the mindset right there, y'all. I'm just telling you straight up. It's literally the mindset right there. So take your time. Just slow it down, y'all, because it frustrates me. I don't think y'all understand how frustrating it is to me when I hear we were married and we were engaged in 2 weeks, 2 months. 2 months from the day we met, we were married. What? Oh my God. Dear Lord. Slow it down, y'all. I promise. You'll live a lot better life. You'll live a lot healthier life. You'll have a better existence if you slow it down. I promise you. You have more fulfilling relationships once you slow it down. Rushing, what are you rushing for? Slow it down. Make them earn your information. And don't give people the blueprint to hurt you or keep you. Hey, my last ex did this. You like, and the narcissist is like, thank you. I won't do this. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you kindly. Mental illness is out, y'all. Peace. Be safe.